Hey guys, welcome to the Investor's Guide of Memphis Real Estate. I'm your host, Dean Harris, and as always, I'm with Douglas Skipworth. How are you, Douglas?
Hey man, doing great.
We're bringing you this podcast to give you the boots on the ground knowledge to be a successful real estate investor here in Memphis, Tennessee. Please like and subscribe to the Investor's Guide of Memphis Real Estate on our YouTube channel, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Facebook, wherever you might listen to the show. Show sponsored are listed on your screen below. We could not do this show or run our rental businesses without these folks. Triumph Construction, River City Title, Cortland Financial, CrestCore Property Management, and Will Griffin over at Griffin, Clift, Everton, and Mashmeyer. I help buyers and sellers every day. If you've got that home you need to sell, you're looking to buy and get on our buyer profile link, I'll have that sent to you, Dean at CrestCore.com. How's it going, man?
Great.
Yeah, it is going great.
Yeah, man.
Our market is, I'll be honest, our market is a little slow overall. You and I were working over some numbers, kind of how our agents are doing, just to get a feel for it. But our brokerage is doing really well.
Yeah.
We've started off leading our city in transactions and volume. So we've started off really well. We're able to source deals. So great activity from the very beginning of the year and the first quarter. So we're excited about that. One thing we want to talk about, since we're talking about deals and transactions, is making offers, right?
Yes.
The title of today's show is just "Making Offers Isn't Scary." And in the traditional sense,
Oh, good.
maybe it will be. So I got here, my first kind of headline and note was investment deal offers versus owner-occupant offers. So let's talk briefly about an owner-occupant offer. What are some things that are involved in an owner-occupant offer?
Oh man, you got to be pre-qualified. You got to have an appraisal contingency, a financing contingency, potentially seller concessions these days. I mean, there's all kinds of.
And you didn't even scratch the emotions.
Oh, yeah. People.
How about the emotion in it?
I already got kids, graduations, parties.
Oh, Douglas.
Wedding receptions in the backyard.
Little Johnny's room, little Susie's room, and the backyard, and the thing, and they're. This is before we've made an offer.
Right.
We're walking through with our agent, and we're excited, and we're building all this inner momentum. It's just so great, right?
Yeah.
I can't imagine any more of a nightmare from an agent standpoint.
Well, sure.
But there are agents that are great at it. So
that's right.
A lot of all of those things before you even make an offer. Then you make an offer and you're married. You're already married to it. Man, it better work out. You're going to be so let down and blah, blah, blah. Oh, I can't believe they didn't take our. You're just so emotionally invested. Man,
all in.
Yes, you are automatically, when you see it, you're shoving all in. So that is a very typical experience, right? For a homeowner.
What we're describing everybody, you
is not
me,
atypical.
You did that. Yeah. Your family did that. I did that. Listener, you did that.
Your wife runs through the home. And who's in charge? Like when I sold general real estate, regular residential, I never sold to the husband.
Yeah, and the majority of the
Wife's
time.
making decisions.
Yeah, that's right.
So there's owner-occupant.
Yes.
There's residential. There's how that looks and goes, and there are agents that are good at that. That isn't me. Making an offer on an investment deal is 180-degree difference
I agree.
from making an owner-occupant offer.
Yes.
No emotions, factual based. Does it perform? Yes or no. Good location? Yes or no.
Checklist.
Does all the boxes check? Right. You have a great saying here of trust but verify.
Yeah, that's right.
But so that's kind of what we do. We trust the numbers up front. We get it under contract and we verify. Right. Yeah. So being strategic in this is key. When you get to when you get to the investor offers, right? Go ahead.
No. I was just like I've been watching some final, NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
Final Fours coming up.
Yeah.
And I forget how physical some of that play is down in the paint. I mean, those guys, both offensively, when they're pushing themselves in there, and defensively, they're checking those people that in street pickup ball, man, you'd be like, foul. I call foul. But at the NBA level or at this high college level, what goes on is very different than what goes on in high school ball or street ball
Absolutely.
or what you used to. And it's just, that's all we're saying is the same thing. Same game in making offers, but it's just a totally different game in what's accepted.
That's
and
right.
I think you're going to get into it a little bit about being strategic.
That's right. And being strategic is the key when we talk about investor offers, right? So the difference is, to wrap that part of it up, emotion, family, future, white picket fence, high school grads, all that is invested. Numbers, facts. Does it perform in a good area? Yes or no, right?
Yes.
And it's pretty bland. So being strategic now is key. We're going to talk about making offers, and when you make an offer, having some strategy behind this. So we're not going to talk about, obviously, owner-occupant offers. We're going to shift focus. We're doing investor offers here, and why is it not scary? So being strategic is key. Being different in your offers, getting creative in the terms and in the phrases that you use, and just trying to create a little bit of an advantage for yourself. One thing that we've done here recently is escalation clauses.
Yeah.
Okay. That works. That assures you that you're not paying more than your max, but you're working a good offer.
Which, again, escalation cost for the audience is?
Yeah. So let's say the list price is $120,000.
Okay.
You're going to offer $100,000, $5,000 escalation clause up to $135,000. So if the list price is $120,000, you offer $100,000, and someone comes in with an offer of $125,000, your now offer is $130,000.
Okay.
And let's say they offer $150,000, your max number was $135,000, then all you're at's $135,000. Yeah. So it protects you from going too high, and it also keeps your best offer in place, right?
Gotcha.
Just a thing that we've been using. It's not nothing I created or invented. This is a common thing. It goes in and out of the market of popularity, like how popular it is or not, right? So we are bringing this back in.
Okay.
It's beginning to work. So escalation clauses are good. High or earnest money.
Yep.
If you're paying cash for a deal and it's a $150,000 house and you're paying cash, well, why wouldn't you just offer them up $20,000 in earnest money? What's the difference?
Yeah. You're
protected on the time to if we have any inspections or we have any contingencies, you're protected. But I'll tell you one thing: if I'm a listing agent, that's exactly it.
Yeah, like, oh my goodness.
If I'm a listing agent and they stick in a $20,000 earnest money check,
they're for real.
They're definitely serious about my property or my listing. I'm automatically ready to listen.
I mean, everything you're saying when I hear this is, you're selling yourself to the seller.
100%. You are exactly right.
Life is sales.
Yeah.
And you are selling yourself. You're trying to present yourself to the seller. So the seller, pick me, pick me, pick me.
That's what my kids say. Don't be pick me, Dad.
How come?
Well,
I mean,
in their world.
In certain situations,
that's
you
right.
want to, I mean, that's like,
now
how do I
pick me? Yeah. And that's what you want to do, is just shine and be and be above the others.
Stand
as far
out.
As whatever it is you're presenting. I mean, we've got high earnest money on cash deals, low inspection periods, right?
Okay.
And if we have to extend that, we've got to extend it. But what you're showing is that your willingness, you want it with the high earnest money, you're willing to move quickly, you're doing whatever the seller might want you to do if you're serious about buying the property.
Yes.
So that's what I'm trying to show you, is like how we present these deals is key, right? Yeah. Number 3 on here is like, don't be discouraged if you swing a bunch of times and miss, right? And I've been criticized in the past for writing up offers by other, competitors and things like that might not work, or in their eyes might not be worth writing up or what have you. But here's what I do. I'm terribly sorry, but I represent my buyer. And I represent the client.
Yes.
And they want to submit this offer, so we're going to submit it. Now, I don't do the 50 cents on the dollar offers. We don't. Our company's not set up for that. And those don't work. Our market isn't set up for that. Kind of transaction. We just don't. We're in too much demand here. Could you find that in another market somewhere? Maybe so. But we just don't see the 50 cents on the dollar offers. Now, we're seeing more of them be accepted now. The lower offers,
discounts,
than what we have.
Yep.
So I am encouraging, and this is what I've been on the phone with all of our clients, I am encouraging everyone to submit offers. Stick an offer in. A year ago, you can go back and listen to this podcast. A year ago, 2 years ago, I'd have told you, I'm not even going to talk to you unless you're going to submit something competitive.
Okay.
It just doesn't work. It hadn't worked.
For sure.
Please don't waste your time and mine.
Yeah.
Now I'm backing off of that some.
Okay.
And I am encouraging people to submit some offers that might be a little more competitive on their side.
Okay. Yeah.
Still tighten up your numbers.
Yeah.
Still make it look presentable, but let's work on that price. Okay, so there's what and it's happening.
That's good.
It is a little bit of a market shift that we are seeing, and that's why I chose today. Making offers isn't scary, because one of the reasons why it's like I'm talking to people. I'm like, you need to shoot this offer out. Oh, I don't want to insult them.
Right.
Let me worry about that.
Yeah.
Let me be concerned with the feelings of the other side. That's why you have me here. I think you know, and I know. That doesn't
absolutely,
bother me.
And that's I mean, and part of that is what we were saying about the game earlier with the fouls. Like, this is a different game. You're playing a different game. You're playing the same game, but it's different rules in the sense of like people aren't as offended. This isn't scary. I mean, we can go back. It's like I had a family member who was making offers at age 16.
Yep.
While in school.
I thought it was the greatest.
In school, right? Like, and they wanted to learn how to do real estate. Yeah. This isn't scary. Yeah. All you got to do is find some houses. You're sending out houses all day for the buyer. If whoever's filled out the buyer profile link, you're sending out houses all day. Yeah. There's also Zillow and other sources. Get on there, find something. As you just said, figure out what you want to offer for it. Monica and Julius on your team, they've got a template that they can give you. You just fill out the template and send it to them in an email.
It's the easiest thing.
And then an offer is made.
Yeah.
Offers aren't always accepted.
No. So, I never want anybody to think that once we make an offer, you're married.
No. Well, your offer might not even be accepted.
That's exactly
you got to potentially negotiate. My guess is less than 1% of your offers are accepted on the first presentation.
Very few.
Nobody says, okay.
No,
I'll take it. They're always going to come back with some negotiation. That's just the game.
Yeah, very few.
So very few. So there's some negotiation there, and then you get it under contract, and it starts all over again with an inspection period, whatever contingency you put in there.
Yeah.
So
to give you an idea,
this is not scary.
No, this is a little off script, but to give you an idea, let me pull this up and I can show you. We are currently working on my team. We have active offers between myself, Patrick, and Allie. We're working 31 current active offers.
Okay.
This is offers in the last few days that we've written up, presented to the seller, and we're waiting on responses, or we're under contract and we negotiated, and we're just going back and forth. There's 31 last week total. We wrote up 79 offers. So to give you just an idea of the volume that we're used to and what we're sending out there, that's kind of it. And 79, I'll be honest with you, is not as high as the motor can run.
Well, and then I get talking about my family member. He had set a goal to do 10 a week.
Yeah.
10 offers a week. Had a spreadsheet to just get the reps in. It's like, hey, you're going to get all 10 of those deals? No. But if you're doing 40 a month, are you going to get one? Maybe. If not, 80 in 2 months. Yeah. Surely you're going to find something that works out.
Right. My only caution is that we don't insult our sellers. That's the only thing.
Right.
It's
that's right. But you've said that a million times.
Yeah, you do not want to go in and present yourself as a non-buyer. Yeah. That's what you're doing. I'm not telling you don't try to get a deal. But what you do not want to do, and I guess that Alec can take this and kind of make this a headline. What you do not want to do is present yourself as a non-buyer when you're making an offer.
Yeah.
Because it's very easy to do. If you get an offer that's just ridiculous, that's a non-buyer. You might be as the most qualified buyer that there is, but you're not putting forth I love to say this to folks, but a good faith effort to buy it. Good faith. We're acting in good faith here. I'm not trying to insult you or pull one over on you or whatever it may be, right? I'm trying to buy this property. Yes, I want a deal. You can tell me no on the deal, and that's okay. We can separate, but I'm not here to insult you. I'm not here to make you think that you're ignorant to this process and that you don't understand what your property's worth. Because that's what it happens. That's the only time I feel like, and if that happens, if you're that buyer and that's what you love to do, it might not work for us. But if you're not, I can explain to you on the phone. We can jump on a call, and I can explain to you kind of the message that gives out. You'll quickly become someone that no one takes seriously.
Sure. Yeah.
It won't happen. It won't happen overnight.
You got to be a real buyer.
You got to be a real buyer. And again, you need to present yourself as just an able, willing, qualified buyer.
Yeah. And when in that case, like when a seller, you make an offer, the seller, my number, 99 times out of 100 is going to come back with a counter offer.
Yes.
And so you need to be prepared to come back with a counteroffer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you can't be like, nope, they didn't take my number. I'm gone. That is, you got to be prepared to play the game.
Yeah, and that's why I don't mind going in a little lower. If we're going to play it, that's fine. If the house is listed at 100 and you're going in at 50 and it's in pretty good shape, that's not something we're just exercise futility, or we're just spinning our wheels and we're doing nothing. So I enjoy the challenge. I enjoy the process of getting offers in for buyers. It teaches you guys. You learn. You said it about your family member. You learn so much. You get a good feel of what the sellers in our market are doing. Even if you're just firing off offers, like, I don't care. You need to get 10 out a week. Then look at everything that we have and let's get 10 out a week. Yeah. Somebody might say, "How in the world do I do that?" Well, what's number 5? We're going to get our buyer profile link.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes.
You might say to yourself, okay, great, man. So let's fire off offers then. Where are the houses at, Dean? Excellent question, you might ask. I'll tee myself up.
Yeah, that's right.
You've heard me talk about this if you listen to the podcast. We have a CrestCore Realty buyer profile link. We send that to you. It's got 5 or 6 questions in it. It's going to talk about what you want to buy, what strategy, price range, rental range. If you don't know that yet, we can hop on a call with you and help you answer that. But when you get that filled out, then you begin to receive the homes that we source daily that are based off that criteria. Yesterday alone, we sent out 7 properties that we sourced.
Awesome.
I think 3 or 4 of those we got offers back on. So not everyone is going to be a slam dunk home run deal for you, but every one of those are going to be in areas that I approve and source. They're comps that I pull. This is all information that comes right from me.
That email's gold. We've talked about it before. Yeah. It's got all the information. If you want to learn how to analyze a property, just get on that buyer distribution list because you're going to see all of the information on the properties, and you're going to learn how to analyze properties and to look at all of it, and then you're going to make offers, and you're going to learn so much by filling out that buyer profile link and receiving those emails, and then filling out the template at the bottom. It's like, here, reply back with how much you want to offer, what contingencies you want to have, when you want to close, what's your closing attorney. It's really
within
simple.
an hour or so, you're going to get an offer back from Dotloop. It's our electronic signature format. You'll be able to sign it. I'll then pick it up and submit it, and here we go.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's
so
a great way
if
to
you
learn
guys want to learn anything more about that buyer link, dean@crestcore.com. Making offers isn't scary, and I think we covered some good ground today on why it isn't. Anything else to add here? Guys, dean@crestcore.com. If you have any questions, we'll see you soon.